Boo! What is up, everybody? We are back here with some more Danganronpa. Yes, I know hair is looking crazy, but I was like, you know what? I don't care if the hair is looking crazy. I'm gonna do it later today anyway, but I don't care if it's looking crazy. I'm gonna record for y'all, so y'all better appreciate this, cause you got me looking like a mess. Cause I'm looking like a mess doing this for y'all. Let's get to it. Somewhere, summer time. I forget where we left off, honestly. Oh yeah, here. We just talked to Monokuma. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let down their guard? I'm wondering that too, because I don't remember this.
so
I wasn't there to hear myself. Do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that. Okay, now I'm remembering.
listen.
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Maybe? Considering all we've seen so far, not really. Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. But haven't hackers done that before? Like, hackers would hack into like the news things and put their things on the back of the screen or whatever. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something no matter the cost, us killing each other. But what would that amount to? What does a bunch of teenagers killing each other amount to? They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. I wonder why though. Like, why would he? Like, why? Why do you want these kids to kill each other? What does it prove? What does it show? What does it mean? But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. That what? People driven into a corner will kill each other? Prove a point.
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. Talking about hope, right? Oh, despair and hope. Okay.
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. How would that prove despair is better than hope? If hope is bringing forth a new future and despair is just murder and killing, how is that better? I'm sorry, what? Is it more like, oh yeah, look, these guys fell into despair more than they did hope. Haha. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? I wonder if the other students of Hope's Peak Academy had to go through this. Maybe this is like a trial where, like, let's see if the ultimate hope students can overcome despair or whatever. They want to prove that despair is better than hope. But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
Is it? Is it ridiculous? No, it is. Let's not play devil's advocate here. Any of y'all play devil's advocate in school? I sometimes did. I remember one time I said in school that I didn't believe in God, And everybody in my class looked at me crazy, bro. This was in elementary school. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Oh, excuse me. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
In other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least.
At least that's how those who are watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves. I mean, he did kill Junko though.
Indeed.
That is precisely the reason, no matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Dang. Junko, why they even do that to me, bro? Why they doing that? Like, come on. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me. Dang. I really like, bro. I know I said it before, but I really wanted to see more of Junko. She seems really pretty interesting. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. Also, what was up with Junko's like smile? Like, she had like this really weird, creepy smile. So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all their proper rules to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, and made me out to be the killer. Excuse me. Bro, I woke up. I just woke up. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And then the fact was exposed on live TV to the entire world outside world. The mastermind had to accept your suggestion.
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violate their own regulations. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. So I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Yeah, pretty true. Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time,
correct.
or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who our real enemies is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone?
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Right now we have to find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Kyoko. You seem a little skeptical. What is it about people? What is it about them that you're not liking exactly? And suddenly we were greeted with I'm not even gonna try and do any of that. You again? Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional stability and stability has reached its limit. Okay.
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Hold on, guys. I gotta go do something real quick. So, guys, sorry about the cutoff. It's just something happened, and I literally had to stop recording. And so I'm recording this. So I'm recording the rest of this video 2 days after. So I'm recording two 10-minute videos, putting them together. And it is stupid, bro. I kind of didn't have a choice at the time.
Is that Makoto?
Yes, it is, bro. I don't like these weird 3D models.
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Well, duh.
You survived?
Yep, I'm what you can say, sturdy?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Excuse me?
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
No, oh my gosh. Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. Okay, well, we could cut out Byakuya. That's not our friend. Let's put him to the side. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo. What the heck? Yo, can y'all afford to be a little nice? And then and in a flash, my tears dried up. Wow, thank you, everybody. You're so kind. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Toko? You stink. Are you rotten?
I'm telling you!
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Yo. What, bro? What? Yo. Okay, I'm glad to know you haven't phased out of your freakness. This is weird. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. Why is this getting her going? I win. She seems happy for some reason. What in the world?
Yo!
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. Cleopatra? No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? I'm gonna guess Cleopatra. I don't want to talk to this guy, bro. I can't believe this. Why isn't he dead yet? He should have been one of the first people to go. I don't want to talk to him. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me either. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? Yes. It was Alter Ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their life saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. Ooh! Nothing can ever make me like this guy, bro. Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo the Mukuro trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, alright? No, I didn't do it like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right. It was all an elaborate trap, contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? Oh, yeah! Yeah, me, bro. Yeah, you're not freaking... You're not Marty... You're not Smarty Smart Pants like you think you are, pal. I'm smart, too. You make it sound like it was easy. I just,
however,
By executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? Yes! They had no choice but to agree. You used a TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean!
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. Trust me, we know. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again later. So knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind. But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But...
Well, we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already. But if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with the way things they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I meanwhile want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
Anyway, at this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But...
But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty freaking tall order. Said that wrong. Excuse me. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. What do you mean you're not sure about that? You're the one. You're the one who negotiated it. What do you mean you're not sure?
I
can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. Why? Why are you making this so much harder than it has to be? You can't agree, why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? Cool game. That's just people in politics step.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? And Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable.
Huh?
Huh? But why?
So, in other
If
words,
the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he could have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
According to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? Saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Wait, what? Wait, what? I can't do this. Okay, well, at first I was thinking one of the 16 out of every single one of them could be the mastermind. Now it's just the ones that are remaining could be the mastermind. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. But it would be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Well, maybe, but still. Oh my gosh.
This.
And we're gonna end it right there. Hey, you know that song? I don't. Anyway, listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I was able to make you laugh. And I hope I made your day a little bit better. I will catch y'all in the next one. Goodbye.